on, boss? My name is Jeremiah. What's your name again?
Jeremiah James.
James. So what the officers...
Look at James.
Look at James, okay. What the officers bringing out, because you said you've been listening for 15 years, right? Are you still actively listening to IUIC right now?
No, I didn't. I started listening because I thought I knew enough to kind of understand, and no one else was joining me around here. You know, y'all got here, because y'all ain't been here for too long.
We've been here for about 12 years, 13, 14 years, so.
Right
yeah.
here, though?
Not right here, but in Oklahoma City.
Bring it out.
So check this out.
Okay.
Check this out. Give me Psalms, you got that? Psalms 119, starting verse 59. Check this out. What he's saying is, you've known long enough, now it's time to level up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
To get to that next level. Read this.
The book of Psalms.
King David right here, read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 59. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony.
So King David, he said, I thought upon my ways. Like, damn, I wasn't doing right, man. I've been slacking. You know what I mean? I slacked up. I messed up. I thought upon my ways. In your situation, you know what I mean? Like, man, I've been out here 10, 15 years. I've been knowing this truth. And here it is, I'm still messing up. I know I need to get to this next level.
Right.
I need to start putting this truth in, because you said you're having a hard time getting around fellow believers and whatnot, right? Well, we here, brother. Check this out. Let me show you this. Read.
Verse 59. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony.
I turned my feet unto the testimonies. Like, okay, where the law is where I turn.
Right.
Where the believers are is where he turned. You know what I mean? This is what King David did. So, in like mind, we supposed to follow after him, right? This is the example that we got. Read.
I made haste.
So he thought on his ways, and when he thought, like, yeah, I'm messing up, I made haste. Read.
And delayed not.
Read.
To keep thy commandments.
To keep thy commandments. So
That's
as the
right.
officer was bringing out, you know about the Sabbath, he just educated you a little bit more on how to properly keep the Sabbath. So now with you knowing that, you gotta be like, okay, I got a fellowship. I ain't been fellowshipping with nobody. I'm thinking on my ways.
Fellowship is just that I don't trust, you know, it's nobody, but that's what it was.
Check it out. Give me Ecclesiastes 4 and 11. Check this out, because you done it, and that's the thing. That's the thing. When you get around people that's gonna do what the commandments say, don't lie. Right. We believe that. We're not gonna lie to each other. Right. We're not gonna steal from one another.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta get around you gotta get around the like-minded brothers.
Yeah.
So that's what we're showing you. Check this out. Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 11. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And threefold cord is not quickly broken.
So what is it saying?
It's better in the group like
Exactly. So you can't be out here doing it by yourself. Because when you do that, guess what you're doing? You're giving yourself up to Satan. You may think like exactly. Because every day there's nobody that's gonna hold you accountable. You know what I mean? There's nobody that's gonna say, hey bro, you messing up, let's get it together. You know what I mean? You slip before that what's your thing? What's your advice? Like what is it that you're like, I just can't give up? Or I know you said you have a hard time trusting people and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Even with the way that we had, you know, as black folks, we were lied to.
Yeah.
After so many years, we finally get YouTube and things that show you the truth. And then you see that people now they confuse and mixed up. I'm not. Since I was 12, I've always, like, by myself, against my own family, I walked to the Sunday church that was right, did all the stuff for the church, but like, something not right.
Right.
And they person that, for me person that, and they kind of this side. And I went to Pallu, and I went to this, and I went to tell you, I studied everybody up until they ran into y'all later. Because the computers and stuff is bigger, and I got to see Nathan.
Exactly.
Daniel, and the other guys there, I'm like, oh, they were, come on. I started really listening to them guys. I'm like, that makes sense.
And the Bible said that, you know that's a curse. You having to go to religion. You know that's a curse. That's a curse upon our people.
Right.
That's a curse upon our people. I'm gonna get to that. But check this out. Read this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. And that's the whole problem with the churches, you know what I mean? With this denomination, that denomination. They are not, like, they got the Bible, but are they using it? Are they reading it? No, they are not. No, they're not, because if they did, we would know that we are Israelites. We would know that we are God's chosen people. We're the greatest people on this earth. We would know that.
we would know that we must keep the commandments. We're not supposed to lie to one another, steal from one another, hate one another, kill each other, right? Lay down with each other's wives and all of that. Our women would know how to dress modestly. We would know not to get drunk. Exactly. Exactly. And why is that?
Extra duty, excuse me, extra.
Why is that?
That's a lot of love.
Why is that, sir? Why is that, James?
That's another, I don't know.
James.
I mean, it's like.
It's because we didn't keep God's commandments.
Right.
Joshua 1:8. Joshua 1:8. James.
It's just crazy.
James, it's because we are not keeping God's commandments. So we're gonna need men like you to stand up.
Right.
How old are you, Josh? I mean, how old are you?
Ask God to go to war.
How old are you, James?
Eliminate some shit.
James, how old are you?
That's what I see. That's the only way. Eliminate something.
How old are you, James?
Eliminate something. For real. That's something there that taught us. Bring it out.
James.
It's time to go to war.
James.
Y'all murder.
Give me.
I'm just saying. Please don't record that murder at a high level.
James, that's why. And what you're saying right now, James, that's why you need to be around believers, James. Because you're saying things that's not biblical.
I know.
You said so. That's what I'm saying. That's why you need to be around it. You said we need to go to war, this and that. Something need to change. You're right. Something need to change. But this is how we go about it, James. Read.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We are not wrestling against flesh and blood, James. Listen, James, I want you to understand this. That's why you got to be around believers so that we can help you understand the Bible.
Right.
When you apply God's commandments, you got to get understanding, James. Read.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness.
Spiritual wickedness. That's what our fight is. We're not gonna be able to war with America, war with Russia, China. We don't have no military. We don't even have discipline. Our people don't even have discipline, James. Give me Corinthians, right there.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare.
The weapons of our warfare, the fight that we fighting, James. Read.
Are not carnal.
Are not guns. Are not bombs and grenades. That is not our weapon. But what is our weapon, James? What is our weapon? Read.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Yes, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Our weapon is this Bible. You said the Bible, you're absolutely right. It's mighty through God. We have to have the application of this scriptures, James. It says when we start applying these scriptures, the things that God said is going to happen is mighty. It is going to pull down strongholds. It's going to get our people out of the slums and the ghettos. It's going to make our men be men. It's going to make our women start to be a righteous, modest women. Our community was that, and then will our communities only get better. We have to start keeping these commandments, James.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing.
And every high thing, read.
That exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Exalted itself against the knowledge of God. You cannot go against you can't do nothing against this truth. But only for it. It depends on what side you're gonna be on. You're gonna be with God or you're gonna be against God. Give me James 1 Corinthians 1:26. James, look, man, you out. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how great. If you start to apply, I'm gonna tell you how great you can be. I'm gonna show you how great you can be. Because you see us in the world today. You said 15 years ago you've been knowing about IUIC. Look at where we've grown today. You be on YouTube. You see us. You see us 1,000 men here and there, all over the country. And just one. No. I mean, we got 1,000 over here and 1,000 over there, and 1,000 all over.
Bring it out.
You know what I mean? Yes. We are growing, but it's not because of the president is saying, oh, the blacks are the Israelites. It's not because the NBA players, the football players, and the celebrities are the Israelites. Read this.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 26. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty.
Not many wise men after the flesh. Look at us. We was all average Joe. Look at you, James. We average Joe people. We are. You said celibate 20 years. Listen. The Lord is using. I'm showing you how great you are, James. The The Lord uses normal people, regular people, to teach His word and shake this kingdom. That's what's happening. Let me read that again.
For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty.
Not many mighty. How you doing, sis? Hey, come around to the front from me. I want to show you something. I want to read this.
Not many noble are called, but God hath chosen the...
Not many noble. Read.
But God hath called the... But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world.
God has chosen the foolish things of the world. The people... Oh, nigga, you ain't nothing but a nigga. Oh, you just a black... Yeah, you broke. You barely got a job. You can barely afford your house. God chose the foolish things of the world to do what? Read.
To confound the wise.
To confound the wisdom of this world.
That's right.
God had chosen the average Joe, you, James.
Right.
It's time, James.
Right.
Romans 13:11. It is time, James. When are you going to start to teach your people to stand up and show them that they are Israelites? They must keep God's commandments.
No.
When are you going to start doing that, James? Listen, this is much bigger than any single man, James.
Right.
Read that. Romans 13:11.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time.
Knowing the time. You see the Israelites waking up. You see the war that's going on that's being transpired. You see all you see the shortage of food.
Yes.
You see all these different things happening in the world.
Yes.
Knowing the times, James. Read.
That now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It is time to come out of that sleep, James, because believe it or not, you know that you're an Israelite.
Right.
But are you really woke? Are you really woke?
Right.
If you're not doing God's commandments, you are not really woke, James. So I'm trying to show you, and to keep them eyes open, to stay woke, you have to start doing these commandments. You got to start keeping the Sabbath, James.
Right.
Keep that beard. Don't mar that beard off.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Line it up. Don't mar it off, James. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, wearing fringes on your clothes. You go to Salon wearing fringes on your clothes, right?
Bring it out.
You know that. So why are you doing that,
I got a
James?
few things for the house. I have to do my own little personal little this and that.
What's that?
I got a few things I do on my own for the house. I can say by myself. That's the fellowship I do. And if you help me fit, actually fellowship.
So are you
I
ready?
can be up to the work.
Are you ready to make a change, man?
Yes.
Are you ready to make a change?
In what way?
And you started to further your walk. Keep
No.
God's commandments. You start being around like-minded believers. You start keeping the Sabbath day, the new moon, the high holy days. You stop working on this. Like I said, stop working on the Sabbath. Don't we're not getting drunk. We're not getting high.
Right.
Smoking. None of that.
That's what I gotta stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, James. You wanna know why?
Just to lay down and rest and something like that.
Do you wanna know why?
Worrying about so much of this, that's what I start doing. And I don't used to do that. And I lay there
Stop.
and
Give me,
I took me going to smoke weed.
Wisdom of Solomon. There's neither
Not
herb
cigarettes.
nor following pastor.
That's
Give me that. You said not cigarettes, just weed.
Yeah,
Just a little bit of weed, though.
yeah. And man-made cigarettes are real, but weed kind of comes from the ground. So
James.
I figured they'll get,
James.
Better
The
than
Bible,
alcohol,
the
man,
Bible
than
is our
alcohol.
strength. The Bible is the medicine that we need, James.
Right.
I'm gonna show you that. The scripture is wisdom. You got that wisdom Solomon. 16 and 12. Watch this, James. The Bible is our medicine. You ain't gonna get better until you start applying God's command. I'm telling you that right now. You wanna know why? It's because God said so. Read that.
I want to
God,
stop.
right?
I want to
Exactly.
stop.
Read
Tell
it.
me exactly what
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 12.
No.
For it is neither herb,
read,
nor mollifying plaster that restoreth them to health.
that restore you to health. That's gonna help you get over that depression. It's gonna put you at ease.
Right.
Hold on, James.
But
Hey,
it's
the Bible
just-
is the Bible.
Just for a minute.
James, the Bible is, hey, man.
But
Hey,
I'm
read.
listening, I'm
Check this
listening.
out. It
I'm taking it
says about
serious.
that. Read.
I know.
But thy word,
What?
thy word,
What?
thy word.
It said the herb don't restore you to health. It's God's commandments,
I
James.
think
That's
I saw
right.
that earlier today on YouTube when I listened, they didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
I thought,
James.
I was very,
Listen, I'm telling you.
everything you
Only way
talking about is
you
in my
gonna
head,
get
y'all. I
better
wanted to go to war and kill something.
Only way you
Making me
gonna get
feel
better
sorry.
is if you
And I
choose to.
can't. Yeah.
And this is the answers. We got the answers right here, James. We can all been in your steps. We all used to smoke weed. We
That's
all used
right.
to get high. We
I
all
really-
used to.
I really don't need it. I'm just by myself.
We don't need
I
it.
don't need it.
Exactly.
I
We don't need
waste a lot
it.
of money. I'm sorry.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't-
If you understand that,
I know y'all, but
if you understand that two is better than one, and we gotta be together, what are you gonna do to get that help, James?
No.
You said what?
I see myself in this.
Don't just say it, James. You gotta mean that. Don't say it to us.
I mean it.
Yeah, don't say it to us. That's between you and the Lord. But you
That's
gotta make
right.
that decision. You know what I mean?
God know I know too. God know that I know too. It's not like I'm a dummy. It's like, what's in your ear?
Check this out.
It's not like I'm a dummy. I see y'all working.
No, hold that.
And it's sad to be that way because I can die any day without, you know.
About the heart. Give me that.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.